Jai Hind and good afternoon, everybody. I never expected to come and see you this early. I was earlier given a schedule for July. I thought बहुत दूर हो जाएगा, but the calling came in early, so here I am. And thank you, sir, for the mention. I'm sure many of them would also experience that phase of thrilling adventures that we do at IIEBM sometime very soon, and you will find a lot of. I'm very hopeful and positive, right? I'm talking on your behalf, everybody. Okay, I'm very sure you will not disappoint him because he is at fitness. He's at a next level, so he inspires many, and so does he inspired me as well. So I'm sure you will not disappoint. Okay, so make sure that whatever task you take, please finish it, right? So thank you for the lovely introduction. We were talking about you, all right? And my name is Mridul Nagpal. I represent, I would say I would represent a class of 2004-2006. My third semester and the fourth semester was this very institute. We started from the ground floor, and I've seen an amazing progress and journey that IIEBM had over the last 20 plus years of my presence at IIEBM, and of course overall we are in the 27th batch now, and last year we celebrated our 25th anniversary in a grand style, and I think every milestone will be celebrated from here on, and you all certainly are going to be part of it. So I'll give you a little about myself, a little brief about myself, and there is a reason. This goes forward, the right one goes forward. Sure. So the reason I named it the self architect, there is a reason behind it. It took me some time to decide what is it that I really want to come and deliver and give a message to all of you. So I use the word self and then I use the word architect because it is always you versus you, right? You've left your home behind. You've come to this place to learn something, so it will always be, whether you have complaints, you do it with yourself, you have introspection, you do it with yourself, you have appreciation, you do it for yourself. So it's always you versus you. Why? Because you are a brand you. You need to make yourself. You're not here to be any less, right? And I'm very sure, my father told me 2004 that please, I'm moving you to Pune. I'm going to make your arrangements. Make sure you do a better for your living. So that is the message that I carried forward, and wherever we are today, right? So parents are very proud and very happy about it. I'm sure you will also make all the people that you left behind, congratulate and look up to you and say that, we're very proud of our decision of sending somebody to Pune, right? So as I said, it's you versus you, right? So a brief about myself. So I come from this place called Panipat. How many of you have heard of this place? Anybody from? Okay, I heard few yes, but anybody from? Okay, where does Panipat come? Which state is? Thank you. Anybody from Haryana? कहाँ से हो?
My name is Arun Kumar. I am from Mahendragarh.
Mahendragarh. District Mahendragarh. Near abouts? Further?
Ateli Dublana.
You're going deeper. I'm saying go map को zoom out करो थोड़ा.
Dublana. Near Narnol, around 5 to 10 kilometers.
From?
Dublana.
No. Major city nearby?
Narnol.
Further?
Rewari.
Rewari. Ah, there you go. Okay. Cool. इतना टाइम नहीं लगना चाहिए. So yes, so 2004-2006 was a U-turn of one of the U-turns of my life, which I cherish till today. And IIEBM was never an institute for me. After I passed out, it became a part of my family. I became part of this family, and there has been no batch whom I have not come and spoken to. Not even a single batch whom I have never come. I've missed a batch talking to. So my attendance probably would be the highest from that perspective. Okay, Dr. Rati gives me the approval. And for some batches, I have also conducted workshops in isolation. For some batches, I have conducted I've hosted the entire semester, conducted exams and evaluations. So in some way or the other, I have been part of it. So similarly, so one fine day, got a call. We are doing a marathon. Do you want to be part of it? So I excitedly said yes, without looking at how much can I not. Socha nahi. So, and then that evening I get to know it's 21 kilometers. Okay. No anuman, how much is 21 kilometers? Just went for it. Morning 4 o'clock, we were in the car. We were assembled here at the institute. 4 o'clock, 4:30. 6 o'clock, the marathon started, and I think it was winters. It was winters. January? The marathon happened on a Saturday morning. Sunday, I rested, yes. But Monday morning, I was at work, right? So there was, of course, soreness and muscle cramps, right? So all that happened. So I think the participation in that marathon was 500. I was 498. So whenever he says, I feel really bad, why would he put that example? But I also understand why would he put that example. I think I was 499. There was one female who was 500. So it is 25% embarrassment for me, 75% okay sir bol rahe hai, I finished it, so I take it. But 25% I feel embarrassed that I could have, because I could see him closing laps just like in minutes he was finishing his laps. So but it was amazing experience. I think we went to the Military Institute Technology, Millet, and one of the favorite experiences again, and it was lovely, honestly. So it was that lovely that in my final lap there was no refreshment, there was no RFID that you have crossed that junction and it is counted that you have finished it. Everything was winded and they were leaving and I was still finishing. It was so hence that experience of course stands out to be special. So yes, so 2004, 2006 my journey started, and I was very unsure, very gawky, underconfident, coming from a small town. I'm sure you can understand. Movies में आपने देखा होगा कि एक unsure, out of town, out of how does that person look like. So I was exactly that picture. But I'm very glad that some of our teachers, very renowned from the industry, and they worked really hard on me and they never gave up. I remember majority of the names. Couple of them I'm still in touch with. We meet at various events. Sometimes Pune is a small city. Sometimes we bump into each other outside as well. That love, that regard, that respect has always been there. They remember us, and of course we remember them. So that's very, very important. And I've kind of briefly covered that in my next slide as well, that how people and respect pays you off in the long run. Yes, there were minor, small assignments at the institute when we were here for about a year and a half, I would say. My last 6 months, I picked up a corporate assignment, and I was on and off in the campus. But the first year and a half, there were a lot of responsibilities. I think in the after 2-3 months, we joined class representativeship came in, and then there were a lot of competition that would happen. So intention was always to be in the front and experience more. And I was learning really, really fast, which is very, very, very important here. That you have come or thrown into a situation where everything is new for you. It is better that you understand that how big is this arena, how big is this sphere, that I need to really catch on to then start playing, right? So now this is what is going to happen for you for the rest of the life as well. You go to a new company, you're given a new assignment, and that will keep happening. When I started working in 2005, November, I remember I've noticed a pattern that every 3 years I've had a new assignment. But then by then I had learned the art of understanding what a change looks like. So when we were at IIBM, we had this saying, we catch change by surprise. So change is inevitable. Change to hona hi hai, right? So it is better that you understand and take this, that it is going to happen, right? And I got placed with this company called Vantage Wealth. Today, this company is under the 3rd acquisition. So 3 layers of acquisitions have happened. This brand does not exist anymore. It has been submerged. But that was my campus placement. Investment boutique. Joined them as an analyst for mutual funds and equities. Before Vantage, there are two more small stories, because now my reference is going to go to Eaton. Eaton was my first major role in the corporate. After a couple of years, I worked with Vantage, and you will really laugh how I get into Eaton. I was at a birthday party. I was celebrating my own birthday at Chandni Chowk. There's this place called Chandni Chowk in Pune, and I was standing in the queue because उस time पे क्यू लगती थी अगर आपको किसी pub में अब जाना है celebrate करने के लिए अपने friends के साथ. I remember Apache. Apache was a famous chain that we have in Pune. I think FC Road has one, and that's the only Apache that we have, if at all it's still there. I was standing in the queue of entering in the pub to celebrate my own birthday, right? And 5 packs ahead, there was a person standing in the queue who happened to see me, and he said, Mridul, how are you doing? I said, sir, absolutely fine. And he happened to be my mentor from a summer internship project. So summer internship projects are typically only for 60 days. Mine was 15 and 45. 15 was day shift, 45 was night shift. So 15 days I worked with him, and then for some reason they wanted somebody for the night shift to work with the US and European counterparts. So they shifted me there. And I don't know what happened, but he started liking me from that perspective, because I just said, yes, I'm okay, because night shifts doesn't matter to me. I'm okay. I have to learn, I have to work. So I said, yes. So I think that's the only image that he carried about me, कि मैंने मृदुल को एक काम दिया था, उसने हाँ कर दिया बिना सोचे समझे. Some impressions last. I think that was it. That's how my entry at Eaton happened, and I joined as analyst for mergers and acquisitions, which I had never dreamt of. Being part of an M&A team, and that too with a conglomerate like Eaton. You can Google about Eaton. I still visit Eaton's website. I'm out of Eaton for the last almost 4 years now, but I still visit Eaton's website, because that attachment, the skill development, and the leadership that I learned from Eaton is still there with me. And that is a very, very important landmark of my life. The kind of trainings that I've gone through at Eaton, the kind of work that I've done, every 3 years, new assignment, I have looked at Eaton at a very broader breadth. So I know a lot of people there. Still, I know them. Globally, anything happens, I get to know through LinkedIn if there are people movement, how the stock is performing, what went well, what went bad. I really like the way Eaton presents themselves. I really like their presentations. So in my presentations, if I have to catch an idea, I go to Eaton's presentations, and I see if I can catch an idea from there. So association, which still continues to be there, very, very important. And then Eaton's, one of the Eaton's business got acquired by this company called Danfoss. So Danfoss is another great organization. I never intended to leave them in 2023. But then this great opportunity of electrification came my way. And again, at Kalyani, which is the current organization, I am at Kalyani because of an Eaton individual only. So one of the Eaton MDs was heading the e-mobility business at Kalyani's, and he said, would you? I said, yes. So it's been, I'm in my 4th year at this Kalyani group, and driving this crazy project of bringing electrification to commercial vehicles in India. What are commercial vehicles? Trucks and buses that you see, right? So the intent is to electrify them, right? But the roadblock in ahead, is electric vehicle cheaper than diesel? Is it? It is expensive, right? But then the operating cost is cheaper, because you're operating on electricity, right? Diesel prices have gone up, right? So there is some favorable aspect that has come in, but because of the war, the prices have also gone up for electric. So we are kind of in this jigsaw situation right now, chicken and egg situation almost, where how do we really make this project commercial? But then God has been kind, a lot of hard work has gone in. As we speak, over 50 vehicles are running on Indian roads successfully. There are problems, we are facing problems. I'm myself getting into service issues, production issues, material issues, customer issues, price increases, right? New product development. The experience is very, very broad again, right? So to do all this, you need stamina. You need that mindset, right? So I'm really enjoying this phase of my life. That's another U-turn, I call it. And as I said the last time also, I think 7 years is the life cycle. It's imperative. You will experience a change after every 7 years. You will see some patterns revolving around your skill sets. You would want to make a change, and it will happen. The cosmos will have it for you, right? Now, I when I walked into the institute today, I met Bole sir, and then I also met ma'am. They said you guys have a lot of questions, right? So what I'll do is my next 2 slides are, according to me, are very, very important, and I would want you to then start bringing your questions up, if you have. I'll try my best to answer them. All right. Okay. So my understanding says that having a skill is the right. Before you guys start writing, it's not going anywhere. It is the slide is very much at the institute. And this is my personal observation at the same time. It's not written in the books. It's not written on any bot application or AI. And I'm going to make a very bold statement right now. You have money in the bank versus you have the skill sets to make money. What do you think is more important? अरे बैंक में पैसा है, क्या करना है skills का? You have money in the bank. Why do you need skills? One by one. Somebody raise the hand. I'll respect that. Yep.
Skills never ends.
Money में put them into investments.
But
When I started in 2008, stock markets, Bombay Stock Exchange was 8,000 points, and when it breached 10,000, my company opened a bottle of champagne. I cannot forget that day. It was a fish market. Mutual funds and equities, Vantage Wealth, my first organization, campus placement. Today, we are at 76,000. 2 months ago, we were 85,000. Correct? Anybody following stock markets? My numbers are right? You can always grow your money.
Yes, sir.
I want one person to say in the room, these are पैसा ही चाहिए, skills तो कर लेंगे. There has to be somebody.
Jain sir,
Jain.
my name is Gaurav Padda. If sir market crash, then skills will not go anywhere, but our money will be gone.
You have money, you will get portfolio managers to come and guide you. They will give a right balance of your funds, investments, how much should be in cash, how much should be in debt,
Yes,
fixed deposits, how much should be equity, mutual funds.
But sir, by skills I can earn more if I can.
Right. So, okay, thank you. I know today you will all say skills are important. But I can also say tomorrow you will forget it. Because it is very, very difficult to acquire a skill. And the acquisition of a skill can only happen once you sit with yourself, talk to yourself, do that solid introspection, heart-to-heart conversation. I need to bloody learn this. Until you make that statement to yourself, that skill is not going to come to you. How many of you agree that acquiring a skill is difficult? I totally get it. And I'm the best because 20 years ago, I was sitting in your chair. Correct? So I am your reflection and you are my reflection. True? Yes. You have no choice but to believe me. Right? So, second question comes is, how do I filter what skills to acquire? Right? I've tried to give you a very holistic view in this one slide, but I'm sure at Institute, you will get into those nitty-gritties and precision of what is needed to be a very strong finance professional, marketing professional, HR professional and SAP professional, right? You will get into those nitty-gritties. That time will also come, right? According to me, business know-how is very, very important. Now, what is business know-how? Anybody in the room wants to try? What is business know-how? You want to try? You are also same batch? Okay, so I have to cover them also. Okay.
Jai Hind sir, my name is Aritra. So, business know-how means how a business works in respect of all the marketing operations, like on operations, marketing, finance, in every aspect how a business works. That's the business know-how, I think.
Right. That's right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, when I say business know-how, it is the art of understanding how a particular product gets sold, make money, which is profitability, how the situations like war and COVID would affect the performance or the life cycle of that product. It is a very holistic view around that product. How many of you, okay, I also understand you all are SAP. Okay. तब भी important है. तब भी important because SAP is a support function in any organization, right? So what is that organization doing? Either it is selling a service or it is selling a product, right? A product as well. My company is a products manufacturing company. I have SAP in my systems, right? My bookkeeping is done through SAP. I have hired SAP consultants to ensure the audits, the bookkeeping is done the right way, right? So now imagine you are SAP professionals, but you also understand how the business is being done. Otherwise, you would just be limited to your laptop screens. Because for SAP, you don't have to go to the plant. You don't have to go to the customer. But to make sense and some connectivity with SAP is very, very important. And I'll tell you why I'm mentioning this. Again, going back to my 15 years of Eaton, I happened to talk to the IT director, the global IT director of Eaton. And I was a sales program person, business person. What have I got to do talking to somebody sitting in Ohio, US? And it was part of the leadership program that I should go and meet variety of leaders across Eaton. When I had that 20 minutes fire chat conversation with him, the way he articulated the business about Eaton, my perspective changed how supporting functions operate in any organization, right? Now, how important is it for an HR to know what are the problems of a salesperson? Or for that matter, how important it is for an HR to know what are the problems of a SAP professional, right? We expect our HRs to know the business. We expect our HRs to know every department in the company because the times have changed. HRs are no longer doing payroll management, leave management. They are very centralized function in the entire organization so that they can take the right decisions for the team sizing, optimization, etc. Right? Because cost is very, very critical, right? So I would urge all of you, right? I am a contrast for all of you because I am a core product person. I look at P&Ls, I look at product, I look at the life cycle, I look at customers, I look at suppliers. So I am a very non-SAP person, right? Okay. So if some of my examples go off track, please let me know so that I can link it, right? So business know-how, it is very good. Let's say, for example, 5 years, 10 years down the line, you feel that you have really done enough in the SAP vertical. You would want to explore other opportunities, right? That is also possible. That is also possible. I was in M&A with Eaton for first 8 years. The balance 8 years, I went to hydraulic selling. So you can shift your careers, but that will only happen when you show interest in the business. And let me also tell you, जिस बिल्डिंग में P&L बनता है ना, उसी बिल्डिंग में मसाला है, right? Because Ivory towers are there in every organization. When I mean by ivory towers is the fancy offices, 20 types of green teas, table tennis, all that is there in every organization. But the point is the real insight comes from the manufacturing plant. This is a cost center, that is a profit center. यहाँ पे खर्चा होता है, वहाँ पे पैसा बनाते हैं. Do you guys agree? Yes. Anybody who has not understood this? Anybody? Don't feel shy. Please raise this again, because SAP is a cost center. Right? So it is important that you also talk business. Learn business, right? Understanding SAP, very important. Also understand the business. Right? That is why. Business know-how. Right? Thinks and act strategically. What does this mean? This is one of my favorite skill sets from Eton days. We used to get assessed that as an individual, do I take decisions with mindfulness, alignment with the business? What do you guys think this thinks and act strategically would mean for you? Anybody wants to try? Yep. Go on.
Hello. Jai Hind sir, my name is Nanika Chaudhary. I think that things and act strategically means that behind doing a business, we have to do lot of research before launching a product. So
Yes.
we need to know our customers first, and for that we need to know the buyer persona, like what are their touch points, their psychographics, their demographics, and therefore after knowing that we can act accordingly for launching our product, what will be the target audience for launching it.
That's right, because when you come up with an idea of introducing a product, that's like a lot of money getting involved in the business. So if you're not mindful, that money might get wasted. And I also want to give you one more example. I have a friend in Pune. He works for a company called John Deere. When I was with Eton, John Deere was my customer. Okay, and he happened to be my friend from other medium. His responsibility, he's a product life cycle manager. So I spoke to him. I said, Ankur, what does this mean? So he said, he gave me a very vague answer. He said, वो dealers होते हैं ना John Deere के जो ट्रैक्टर बेचते हैं, उनका कोई तो एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, वो हम लोग मैनेज करते हैं. So I said, let's get into the details of it. Okay. Today the situation is, he can tell me which dealer sold maximum tractors. Right. So now he is understood that what he was doing, how does it make sense on the ground. Right. So up until then, he was sitting in the AC office and managing some platform of dealers which he was not sure of what that platform would mean. Right. But today he knows which dealer sold how many tractors every month. Right. So now there's an interesting conversation between the two of us. Right. So if the rains have happened, tractor sale would go up. If the rains have not happened, the tractor sale would go down. Which geography sells what kind of tractors, right? So I'm getting into details of it, but that's how it is. So doing things right, very, very important for you all at the same time. So what does this mean? There is a word to it. I did not write the direct word here, but what do you guys think this means? Doing things right. Never speak out of turn. You're louder, you can talk. Yeah.
Jai Hind sir, myself Anjali Gabriel. So doing things right means what is the ethical way out for any
that's right.
problem
That's
or situation?
Right. Any example which has gone bad in the economy, if you remember? There are many though, but
Ethically?
yeah. There is
Sir.
a recent one on Insta these days.
Sorry sir, I'm not
One
able to
example.
recall.
One, no out of turn. Raise your hand and talk. Okay, thank you. Ethics, yes, the word is ethics. We have spoke to you. Somebody said here something. That's okay, no fear, you can try. Any bad example of ethics? Yes. Doing business the wrong way.
Jain sir,
Jain.
my name is Aryan Pathak Chaturvedi, and one of the recent thing which happened with HDFC was they sold some bonds with the wrong rating in Dubai,
Okay.
because of which there was a really crash in the market. And
Okay. Any
That was
other
a
example? Yep. Coming to you. Quickly.
Jain sir, my name is Akshat. So recent example is of Rajesh Exports, which is trending nowadays. They have for the past 5 years they have showed wrong revenue.
Okay. wrong reporting.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Jain sir, my name is Yogesh. Sir, 2 years back, there is one a very popular case of Ashnil Grover.
Ashnil Grover. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So he withdraw some funds for the personal uses from the company.
Yes, that's right. I must give a lot of credit to them. You have kept the phones away. They don't know what has happened in the last 2-3 days. Okay, so IPL? Yes, sir. Followed IPL? Yes, sir. How many of you know Lalit Modi? Huh? Okay. No, it's not in the papers, it's on the social media majority. We all know Lalit Modi? Yes. Who is Lalit Modi? Okay. By the way, who won the IPL? All right, cool. Back to back? Yes. Nice. So, so Lalit Modi has been interviewed by Ridhima Pathak, who is a sports anchor and my ex-colleague from Eton. She's been interviewed by her, and he's been interviewed by her, and a lot of factuals have come from the year 2000. When was it launched? 2008? 2008. So a lot of facts and figures have come from the 2008 launch and Lalit Modi's interview podcast. So he made a very bold statement. He said for the first 8 years of IPL, it was all scripted. I was zapped when I heard that. And he said celebrities like Shah Rukh Khan, they never wanted to own a team. They made some arrangements. So Kolkata Knight Riders went to Shah Rukh Khan. I think Juhi Chawla is also part of that same venture, right? Vijay Mallya was not interested in owning RCB. Some arrangements were done and RCB was taken by him. He did not name the family of Delhi Capital. So it was all framed architecture, and until BCCI took over officially IPL, how many years ago? 10, 12, 13 years ago, they cleaned the books. And Lalit Modi was not found in India anymore. So was Vijay Mallya. Correct? So I think it's nice. Sunday, I'm sure you guys don't have the sessions. Watch it on YouTube. All right? And it's very interesting to, and same time, 2008, the same year around that when recession hit, I think it was about Lehman Brothers crash, Goldman Sachs, So there are, how many of you know that there is a cricket stadium in Pune? Cool. That cricket stadium was owned by Sahara Group. The owner of Sahara Group? Where is he? No. Okay. I don't know if he's passed away. I think passed away. Okay, so Sahara Group was under a lot of litigations, and Maharashtra Cricket Association took over the ground, and now they are managing the show. But places like Ambe Valley, which was also part of Sahara Group, are no longer part of Sahara Group. So Ambe Valley is now with whom? I don't know. Ambe Valley is, I think, with Jio. Or Ambanis have taken over, maybe. So there are many examples like this which talks about business ethics, right? It is very, very important that you read them. हमें सब समझाते हैं कि क्या सही करना है जीवन में, बट हमें ये कोई नहीं बताता कि ये गलत है, राइट? तो वो गलत को पढ़ना भी बहुत जरूरी होता है कभी-कभी, राइट? So watch these podcasts, they're all available. Vijay Mallya's podcast is available, covered by Raj Shamani, and now this is covered by Ridhima Pathak. Please have a fair understanding, right? People first, very, very important. Yes, you want to say something? I think you'll be louder, just go on.
While taking, Jain sir, my name is Imani. While taking any decision or so we have to consider people first because if we are making any product, so if we are making any product, so we have to consider people because what they want, and if we will not consider them, then who will gonna buy our product?
Sure. If we all think that I'm gonna win alone, At the end of the race, you will be standing alone. There will be nobody to celebrate with you. Right? It's always fun and good to take people. So it is always the team that comes first. Okay? Now follow the sequence. When you work for an organization, about 2 years from now, it is the organization first. Alright? Team is second. Family is, you are fourth. अगर इसका सीक्वेंस गलत किया, प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. You are the last. Alright? एक फौजी जिस तरीके से ऑपरेट करता है, हमें भी वैसे ही ऑपरेट करना है. And we all come from IIEBM. Right? That is the reputation of IIEBM in the market. Right? And I don't just get to experience IIEBM when I come here. I have started experiencing the magic of IIEBM from the industry as well. I get WhatsApp messages, Mridul, do you know today I was at IIEBM? Right? So they somehow get to know that I'm also an alumni, and the way you all greet, the way you all behave in the industry, it's very different. It gets noticed, right? You guys stand out. Your seniors stand out from the rest of the crowd. Correct? So follow that legacy. All right. Now these 4 were something that you need to behave and maintain from a skill sets when you are at work, right? But there are certain traits and skill sets that you need to develop for yourself. Right? It's a total of 8 skill sets. Right? Healthy body and positive mind. Will negativity help? Right? You're feeling bad about it? Talk to your friend. Shell it out. Right? I understand you guys are going through yoga sessions. Yes. Right? That's the minimum. Can you please ensure 100% attention and commitment? Very, very important, right? How many of you in the room are fitness enthusiasts? झूठे हो सारे के सारे, बहुत झूठ बोलते. नहीं, she did. आपको कैसे पता? I am very happy when you did that. Most of you guys are lying. I know it. There was genuinely somebody who said, आपको कैसे पता? झूठ बोल रहे हैं. All right. We all will be very happy if the hands are more, right? There is an edge. When you're fit, when you have the right body, there is an edge for all of you. You can think faster, you can move faster, you're agile, right? In all the previous skills that we saw in the previous slide, all this is going to help you, right? In my company, I'm fighting hilarically with one of my HRs. I said people who are fit, they should be paid more. Why can't we bring that pattern in the companies, right? If they are fit, they are giving better decisions to the company. Why can't you pay them more? Am I right in my demand? Yes, sir. So why not? Why not start that drive from here? I'll make that drive there. हो सकता है कि जब तक आप पास आउट हो तो ये लॉ ही निकल जाए, फिर आप लोग पीछे रह जाओगे ना. ठीक है? All right, no offense to anybody, help everybody, do not tease. Okay, we are in a B school, right? We are not juniors, right? Start a journey, right? Do something which keeps you with yourself. Communication, my personal favorite, very, very important. Communication, I always say, is not just about talking in good English. It is about expressing. It is about communicating, right? So, a communication is done by a kid who could not speak. It is done by a pet who could not speak. It is done by elderly. So, they communicate, right? It is, you need to, I think, according to me, of all the 8 skill sets, this is one skill set you should work the most. And that is the winning formula. You are in pain, communicate. You are happy, communicate. You want help, let the second person say, yaar, zyada ho gaya communication. But I'm telling you, you guys are far away from that stage. Naturally. Right? Because you are in your age. Right? So, when you are going to walk out in the industry, probably the manager that you will get is above 30, 35, 40. High possibility, right? They expect you to communicate. If they're giving you a task, you're facing a problem, try 100%, doesn't happen, seek help. And people are happy to help. Honest to self, I think we've already spoken about it, and respect and gratitude is my last, very, very important. Be humble, always be thankful to people around, okay? You guys are available in plenty here, right? Competition, leading over the other, but the idea is only to learn from each other, being respectful, show gratitude, move forward. I can see your faces and I can understand you are the smarter lot. I'm sure you're one of the best batches that IIEBM could ever get. I really hope and pray that you get that badge of honor. All right, but make sure that all of you are successful. As I said, people walk along with people. I'm happy to answer some of your questions if you have.
Jai Hind, sir. My name is Nanika Chaudhary. I just wanted to know a very basic question, sir. Answer for a very basic question. That is, when you started working for the first time in an organization, how did you behave over there, and how did you communicate over there, and how you learned to deal with the challenges from your seniors or managers or etc.?
There was a old joke कि अगर शेर आपके सामने आ जाए तो आप क्या करोगे? There's nothing that you can do. He will only do what he has to. Right? Have you seen Life of Pi? Yes. So Life of Pi taught us that if you roar larger than the lion, he might run away. So that's another perspective. But आप ऑफिस में ऐसा नहीं कर सकते. You can't roar in front of your boss. So the more you listen, the better it's going to be. Because they don't expect you to deliver like a CEO of the company. They know you are fresh out of nothing. You might have few skill sets, but you need that honing and sharpening. All they expect you to be is honest, hardworking. So at that moment, you just listen, keep your eyes and ears open all around, and that's how you move ahead. And you take one day at a time. Does that answer? Yes. You need to be a very, very strong listener. Listen to everybody. First 6 months, that balance. Okay.
Jain sir, my name is Aryan Pathak Chaturvedi, and sir, I resonate a lot with you because my background is also from personal finance.
I am not a finance person.
But you were in mutual fund, right? So
after MBA.
Yeah, so I've done my CFP, Certified Financial Planning, and one of the biggest reason I'm doing MBA is to get that pivot from personal finance to corporate finance.
Correct.
So I want to just take some guidance from you that is there anything that helped you from the Vantage finance when you went to Eaton? Is there anything that...
Yes. I learned a lot of report making, stock analysis, mutual funds analysis, presentations. It wasn't a part of my role to go and talk to HNI clients, but I used to go. And I remember I used to have meetings with them at Le Méridien, a hotel that I never went in my life.
Yeah.
So have one of those finest coffees there, talk to customers, and बड़ा unsure सा presentation में उनको present करता था कि सर ये stock है, ये mutual fund है, हम यहाँ पे invest कर सकते हैं. And the sales guy used to be along, and used to be a very fun thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think the important thing is that you need to stop loving your office chair. you know, business के अगर आप business में हो ना, it's better that you're on the outside.
Right.
That's when you learn the most. So it really helped me. As I said, I learned a lot of analysis.
Right.
I learned a lot of financial ratios, P&L. I learned stock trading.
Yes.
So when I moved to M&A, my platform of looking at a P&L statement was all sorted.
Yeah.
Eaton taught me P&L and from an M&A perspective, mergers and acquisitions perspective, that how do you view a company
Right.
if you have to buy it?
Right. So one more question. So in mutual fund, of course, we see alpha of a fund and the beta of the fund, the standard deviation and things like that. But in M&A, if you are analyzing a company, so of course we see different ratios in it.
P ratio, EPS,
yes.
management profile. It's not just P&L. It's about many things. You look at the owners, you look at their background, you look at the product, you look at your gaps, product gaps that you want to fill from them.
Correct.
So it is more holistic.
Got it.
यहाँ पे आप मिस्टेक कर सकते हो. आपने किसी को गलत म्यूचुअल फंड रेकमेंड कर दिया. You can always withdraw.
Yeah.
With some financial implication.
Yeah.
But once you've acquired a company, you can't go back.
True.
Right?
True. Yeah.
So
it
it helped me massively.
Yeah.
Jain sir, I am Krina Patel. So you might have been worked with different teams, right? So we are also given projects to work with team. But sometimes what happens, like it's not in real, but like there is some person who is not ready to listen to others' opinion. They are like, whatever I've said, it is right. So like in that situation, how to put our point of view and how to deal with that kind of people?
How many of you are MSD fans here? MSD fans, right? MSD appeared on Raj Shamani's podcast, correct? So Raj Shamani said, "Sir, I don't know how to interview you. I'm nervous. I'm afraid." The first question came that, "Sir, आपने कैसे stress को handle किया?" The first question that came on the podcast, that how did you defeat fear? He said breathing techniques. Very fundamental. So if you have to answer a question or handle an untamed lion, you need to first cool down yourself. All right? If you're not talking logic, that person will never come in your radar. If you are able to convince with right logic and right outcome, you will win. देखो फाइनली ईरान वॉर रुका है तो कुछ तो बात करी होगी ना उन्होंने आपस में, वरना तो लड़ ही रहे थे 3 महीने से. That means 2 sensible boys came, spoke and said okay. But when they said okay, a lot of damage was already happened. But they finally said okay. Right? So it will happen. So don't rush. Do not bring dominance immediately. Everybody has their journey and takes time to come to your standards or acceptance of a point that you are trying to bring. Does that answer?
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
But it's going to happen a lot for all of you. Differences are there. As long as you appreciate the difference, the better it is for you. And do not take it to heart. Confrontation ho gaya, dispute ho gaya. After 30 minutes, have a cup of coffee, tea or lime water together. Ho jata hai yaar. That's how maturity, right? And you know what's the biggest advantage in this generation? You guys would become more mature faster. When was the first time you started operating phones? How old were you? Just one example. I was 21 when I came here. That was my first phone. So ab 5 saal to pehle hi aage ho gaye. So I'm telling you, your brain of this generation, right? The brains of this generation is acting faster. Right? I have my friends, kids, 10 years, all pro on computers. 10 years boy, all pro on computers. He knows all Apple Watches, he knows all Apple iPhones, features, tab, laptop. He is all sorted on apps. He's 30 years younger to me. So, does it help? Okay. Yes?
Jain sir. Jain sir, myself Sahil. Actually, you are a stock market person. I also stock market person. I also a stock market person. Just I just want any advice of FNO trading actually.
Later. And first of all, I'm not a stock market person. I only worked for 2 years with Vantage Wealth. मेरा वहाँ पे काम बन गया, मैं Eton चला गया था.
Okay sir.
I'm not a stock market person.
What's your current portfolio?
My current portfolio. No, he's asking the size of my current portfolio. I don't want the IT guys to be after my life. Why will I disclose in front of 500 people? All right, thank you. I'll come. I'll remember you. Yeah. Go ahead.
Jahan sir, I'm Lavina Arora. And sir, you have mentioned the 7-year life pattern that you follow.
Yes.
And how it feels.
No, I don't follow. Cosmos follows it.
Okay.
You will be a victim of it.
You enlightened us with that. So sir, how it feels to be struggling at the entry level and then to be established and then to start something new?
Okay. This I learned from a game of tennis. US Open, how many of you watch US Open? सुना तो होगा. I understand India में बहुत ज़्यादा favoritism lacks for tennis. Naomi Osaka is one of the Grand Slams winner from Japan, the first female. When she entered the court in her attire, she was holding her kit. You get down, get your Gatorades and energy drinks out and get your rackets. So she was holding that racket. When she was entering, there was a wall on both sides, there's a corridor. And on that wall, it was written, pressure is privilege. Right? The photographer and the media follows them. Okay, now imagine a situation, she's walking and there's a guy and he clicks a photograph where Naomi is touching that poster and she is walking to the court because she knows it. It's a Grand Slam final. She's going to be competing against the world's best. She will be put under pressure. So she's telling herself that I'm privileged to be part of this situation. Right? Number one. Number two, consider yourself the lucky one. If you are thrown in the middle of the ocean and you don't know where the island is, the one thing that will happen is you will learn to swim. Second thing will happen is you will learn the directions. Right? So consider yourself the luckiest one if somebody puts pressure on you because they believe you can do it. So you need to learn this habit of being awkward. And one more thing, मैं आपको आगे का भी बताता हूँ. जिस दिन आपने ये conquer कर लिया, right? Be comfortable in making others uncomfortable. And that is beautiful. Fair enough? But you can do that only once you have been uncomfortable and you have conquered it. Did I communicate? All right. Yes. I'll come to you.
Jai Hind, sir. So my name is Tushar Singh. So as you said that be comfortable in making others uncomfortable. So I will start with that by launching a very large question. So it is a very foundational based question and it is rather long that we have talked about a lot of things like healthy body, positive mind. But my question is, I have an opinion that these are not just habits but skills to learn. And to learn different things and how fast you will learn depends on how your perspective is and how you approach towards the things, the particular thing. So my question is how to build that kind of perspective, because I feel different perspective changes the way you think and do things.
I agree with you. Thank you. Good question. As I said earlier, for you to be able to execute an idea, it is first very important that you conceive it. आप पहले खुद को बोलो तो सही कि मुझे विराट कोहली को आउट करना है. विराट कोहली's biggest proud moment is कि बॉलर के अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है मुझे बोल्ड करने के लिए. That is what he says कि तेरे को कॉन्फिडेंस है क्या तू मुझे बोल्ड कर सकता है. So the point here is that first you need to tell yourself that I have to develop this in me. When you do that statement, and these statements typically happen when you are going to bed, when you are going for a run, right? When you're in the gym, when you are with yourself, 100% in the purest form. When you tell this to yourself, right, then that kainat wala story hota hai. You know, all the energies would come and make sure that you deliver it. It takes 66 days to develop any habit. It is not that I am saying, it is written in the books, it is written by the experts, right? You have many 66 days here. 66 days would come after every 7 weeks. Sorry, 9 weeks, right? So, even if you fail, start again. Never give up, कि हो नहीं रहा है. Start again. Right? So, perspective तो वहाँ है. पहले बैठ के बोलना है खुद को that this is what I want to do. Right?
Yes.
Did I communicate?
Yes.
Yes. You're really asking good questions. हाँ बोले सर.
Hello.
You're really asking good questions.
Yes, I told.
Jayan sir, my name is Divyansh Jain. My question is after
What is your name?
Divyansh Jain. After passing from an IIEBM college and working in a company, which skill you thought that I can't learn this without an IIEBM college?
Oh, absolutely. I think program management and communication. मेरे को IIBM में समझ में आ गया था कि if I don't know how to communicate, how to pass on a message to the second person, I will not survive here. So, program management, I learned that program management is like you take up a task and then there are milestones that you want to achieve and that too quickly to be able to finish the job. So, that's the first thing because I picked up many assignments which were of daily nature, weekly nature, monthly nature, right? They were deliverables, right? When I picked that, it really helped me. I always remember that. And we used to work with sir very, very closely and he would really challenge us, give us a lot of tasks and assignments. And I remember I've done a lot of synopsis on books. So books mein there are chapters, right? Now how do you ensure that you write the synopsis of the complete book in a 2-pager for him to read? That's when your articulation, which is communication, came into perspective. That what do I communicate lesser so that it is in the form of synopsis.
So I want to ask one more question.
Now they use AI, it's not going to help you. That's a waste of time. Don't even do it.
Sir, I want to ask one more question.
Yes.
Sir,
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to pursue marketing as my specialization. So which skill I want to upgrade the most so that it helps in my corporate world?
All of them that are written here. Very important. And let me also tell you, the most glamorous role, what is glam? Walking on a fashion ramp. You know, the most glamorous role in the country, in the world is marketing. It helps you understand the business. It helps you understand mindsets. It helps you understand organizations. Everything. Including economy, macro, micro. You are in the center of it.
Thank you, sir.
Jain sir.
Jain sir. I'll come.
My name is Sham Sabres.
I'll come.
Sir, as you mentioned that you should have courage to make other feel uncomfortable or
यार ये बात को तुम बहुत सीरियसली ले रहे हो.
Getting comfortable in being awkward.
इसको इतना सीरियसली अभी नहीं लेना है. अभी 2-3 साल के बाद आएगा ये.
Yes sir.
अभी नहीं करना है कुछ uncomfortable.
So like
अभी you have to become a good listener.
Yeah, in other sense. So I just wanted to ask, what about being delusional? What's your take on it?
What does that mean?
Like being delusional. Is it like good or is it something
I don't
really
know.
bad for you?
I don't know. Not every question I can answer.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I am not Gemini.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sorry. There was a question from here. There was a question from here as well. 1 second, I'll take this one. The moment I said, you guys are asking good questions, the quality of the questions is going down. The moment I said it.
Jain sir, I am Pratibha Pandre and I wanted to know about your IIBM journey and how you tackle all the difficulties in this journey.
We were a batch of 74. Okay, we have a WhatsApp group and we are still 50 in that group out of 74. Total, the batch size was 74. Okay, I would say the plus today, that time it was a curse because he knew everybody by name, he knew everybody's character. So it was very difficult. But I think we started enjoying after time. If I look at my album of 2004-2006, I think we had started enjoying the grind. हमें मजा आने लगा था. मतलब it was the first time in life out of Panipat, nobody to care about, wild dogs we were, right? We started enjoying, honestly speaking, and it is better that you also get into this art of enjoying difficulties. Now today the problem is कि अगर कुछ सामने सरल आ जाए तो मजा नहीं आता है, कुछ easily achieve हो जाए तो मजा नहीं आता है. You know, when you don't sweat for it, you're not applied your brain, skill sets, you know क्या बोलते हैं उसको, बल लगा दिया पूरा का पूरा किसी को achieve कर, if it comes very easily, you know, we don't enjoy it anymore. I think my observation, so when we celebrated our 25th anniversary last year, there's one compliment that our batch got was that you guys are the most liveliest batch. And I think I started thinking about our batch after that a lot, that I absolutely agree to this because all of us are cheerleaders, all of them. They don't stop. They have so much of know-how, they have so much of intel, they have so much of energy, right? And we still talk to each other as if it was just yesterday. So I think we started enjoying the grind, and there's no straight answer to this. And it is better that you welcome. As I said, pressure is privilege. You've had it, and let me also tell you one thing. If somebody throws a question at you, in your mind, if you think it is a stupid question or it is an illogical question, but my father told me, he said, Mridul, if there is a question, that means there is an answer as well. And that changed my perspective. कि अगर सवाल पूछा गया है, तुमको लग रहा है कि बहुत ही idiotic सवाल है, जवाब है उसका. किसी के पूछने का तरीका गलत हो सकता है, but can't lose the essence of the question. I've not answered your question directly, but I had gala time. I'm sure the rest of the batch also had. All right?
Thank you, sir.
And that's the reason we are still in touch. Otherwise, if there were bad memories, why would people be in touch, right? Fundamental. All right? Next. Yeah, we had a question. ऐसे ही बोल दो.
Sir, my name is Satvik Vijay. My question is like as a business analytics, like okay, as a business analytics, like what are the investment first preferably, like you will look into it, like to invest in any stock or yeah, to any company apart from P ratio for revenue side, and
what are the other parameters will I look?
Yes.
Okay, so I think in today's world I will look at the product for sure. If the product can sustain the war, if the product can sustain COVID like scenarios, right? Inflation.
Yeah.
So I would look at how strong the product is. Then I would start my analysis.
What the things you will look then in analytical?
I'll look at how the management is driving the initiative, how strong the management is, what's the background of the management, how large is the company, where are they established. It's a complete
roadmap.
Gamut, yeah.
Yes.
It's a huge gamut.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
How much time do we have? 15 minutes. Okay, I can take 15 more minutes. Okay. Yes? 1 second.
Jai Hind, sir. My name is Jai Goyal.
Yes.
So, sir, actually, my question is related to the EV industry. So, yesterday we were doing a session called Learn with Fun, and there my team and I decided to do a case study on the Mahindra EV vehicles.
Car.
Yes,
Passenger
sir.
car.
Yes, sir. So, during that, we found that one of the biggest threats to the EV market right now is the infrastructure in the India. So, for example, only tier 1 and tier 2 cities have proper charging stations. And like you said that you are making commercial vehicles. So commercial vehicles like trucks mostly drive on like highways. And in highways, like I have seen from a personal experience.
I got your question. Can I interrupt and start my answer?
Sure, sir.
Thank you. क्वेश्चन अच्छा बट थियरी क्वेश्चन है ये. मेरे 55 ट्रक चल रहे हैं इंडिया भर में, किसी को चार्जिंग शॉर्टेज नहीं आया अभी तक. All right, so if you go deeper, so I'll tell you, I'll give you a strategic answer to it. How we do it. So we ask the customer where he wants to operate the vehicle. Okay? And we do the charging analysis beforehand. So before the truck starts the movement of delivering the goods, we do the analysis beforehand. We tell them that this is going to be the pattern of charging. Clear? There are two products. One is that goes 120 kilometers, other is that goes 250 kilometers. So we recommend the product also accordingly. So if you go a little deeper, you will find the answer. Yes, I'll come. Go ahead, you're louder enough.
Hello. Okay. Jai Hind sir, I'm Gautam Bhojwani and my question to you was, as you have worked with Ethan for 15 years straight, but nowadays looking at current job scenario and corporate world, but everyone is advising us to change our company after working of 2 to 3 years. So what's your opinion on this?
Personal opinion hai, I don't believe in moving from one party to the other. I believe in consistency. And my another personal reason is if I have taken certain decisions today, I would want to see how those decisions have fared out, resulted. You know, I want to see the impact of that decision which I took in the company. So if I leave halfway, then that decision taken is irrelevant, right? So I used to make annual operating plans for the business for 1 year, 3 year, 5 years. So my intention was always to ensure minimum 3 years to see how my decisions are helping the organization. Hence, I never got into that loop of
shifting up,
dating multiple parties.
Thank you, sir.
So I believe in
consistency.
Spending, yeah. So
Thank
these
you,
days
sir.
I've also seen another pattern. On Saturday evenings, our friends, you know, they move from one party to the other. You know, they spend some time in this pub, then they move to another pub. There was one question there. Yes.
Jai Hind, sir.
But this is a personal opinion. I'm sorry. This is a personal opinion. Where has that gone? This is my personal opinion. If you have an opportunity, you won't say, पहले मैं decision लूँगा, फिर मैं उसको देखूँगा, पता लगा वो भी गया, ये भी गई. वो तो अच्छे से लिया नहीं, ये भी अच्छे से नहीं है. तो वो सोच समझ के करना पड़ता है, right sir?
Jai Hind, sir. Myself Adi Upmanyu.
I'm scared of two things now. I gave him my personal answer to him. I gave one personal answer on making others uncomfortable. आप दोनों ने ये दो को बहुत personally ले लिया है. I'm really afraid now. आप लोग बोल दोगे 6 जून को वो 2:30 बजे एक सर आए थे, वो बोल के गए थे, सबका बीपी बढ़ा के चले गए। हॉस्टल में लगे हुए सब एक दूसरे को अनकंफर्टेबल करने में। Oh, I said it is a long shot. Not today. Once you have achieved something in life, फैलाओ रायता फिर तो जितना मर्जी फैलाना। Not today. Today you guys have to be good listeners. Okay. Most importantly, I'll make it easy, sir. Before I wrap up, please. I have to settle this.
Jain sir, myself Adip Manu, and as you talked about books earlier, so what are your top 3 book recommendations?
Oh yeah. A couple of them very, very favorite of mine. Discover Your Own Strengths by Marcus Buckingham. That's one book that I like. And Discover Your Own Strengths by Marcus Buckingham. This is one book. And there's one more book that I like. How Great Managers Do Things Differently. उनके ऑथर का नाम मैं छोड़ जाऊंगा. I'll let the management know. How Great Managers Do Things Differently. You know, that book really shocked me. I'll tell you, the first chapter I read about that book, and it talked about a restaurant. 2 friends start a restaurant, okay? Where it starts on a very light note. The moment I get into 4th paragraph or 4th page, it tells me the same friend sacked his own friend. That is how the book starts. It is a classic book for HR professionals and classic book for people who aspire to become CEOs. How Great Managers Do Things Differently. Who Moved My Cheese is another my favorite. Itta sa book hai. Who Moved My Cheese? But it is a book of perspective. Alright? Yes. I know, I have not looked at this side. Aata hu main.
Jain sir, my name is Geet Saraf. Sir,
What
as
is your
we are
name?
all Geet Saraf.
Geet?
Yes.
जब भी मेट वाली गीत.
Yeah, वही नाम है sir. Sir, we are all pursuing PGDM SAP course. So sir, in your experience, could you shed some light on the scope of SAP in the next coming
No,
years?
I abandon this question. मैंने बोला था मैम ये क्वेश्चन नहीं आएगा मेरे पे. She will answer this question. Okay, so I don't come from the background of SAP. Of course, I'm sure you'll give me have some mercy on that front.
Okay, sir.
But of course, from a platform perspective, numerous potential. Can I do justice to this topic? The answer is no.
Thank you, sir.
Jain sir, my name is Ash Tiwari. My friend was trying very hard to ask question.
Okay. Sorry for that. But I like the humor.
Jain sir, my name is Aritra.
You could not catch my attention. How are you communicating?
I tried hard, sir.
और चाहिए.
So actually, after exploring the financial world, you are now into total business development and operations. So, how did the shift from the financial world to the operation world? What is the difference?
You need to tell others that you are willing to explore. You're okay to do more, right? So, बताना पड़ता है. You need to be patient. You need to show them that I have those skills, I can do it for you. They give you a project, start little, then take over. Things and act strategically. है ना? So when I was with Eaton, this shift happened in Eaton. So Eaton mergers and acquisition team, I used to look at all the businesses. So I went to the managing director of hydraulics. I said, sir, we can work together and achieve 1, 2, 3 together. So he said, Mridul, you don't know business, but I'll give you a project. I took the project and I did it like nobody else could do it. And that is how my business journey started. In that process, I had gone dark, I worked in the sun, I had lost weight. Okay, I worked for more than 12-14 hours. So you need to tell that person कि तेरा decision सही था कि तूने मुझे choose किया. वो important है ना? Does that answer?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Zain sir. Sir, myself, Shubham Gani. Sir, given how volatile today's war market is, so given how today uncertain and volatile lithium market is because of the war.
Lithium market?
Yeah. So how e-vehicle market will be able to cope up with it?
Electric vehicles are not getting enough volumes that we start worrying about deficiency of lithium.
Because the growth will be getting shifted to that part.
It will be getting shifted, but we are in a wait and watch situation right now. So my problem recently, what happened is that the price increases are making customers go a little jittery. So we have to be patient, continue to be with them. So I've also understood one more thing here. And again, this was taught by my father. पहली बात तो किसी से पैसा लेना नहीं. अगर लिया है तो उसको अपना चेहरा बार बार दिखाते रहो. वो पैसा नहीं मांगेगा तुमसे, भले तुम लेट हो रहे हो. So what I do is, customers have paid me. Now I'm not able to deliver. So I make sure that I meet them, I talk to them, I message them, and I find my way out.
Thank you.
I have battery shortages in my plant. It is what it is. Everybody has. So because of the gas supply shortage to China and Korea, the cells import to India has become very, very expensive and the quantities have reduced significantly. So the battery manufacturer is not able to make batteries. Without battery, what do I do with the truck? So my inventory is choked. So we are in that position right now. We're managing it somehow. He will give us the batteries. He has to. Does that answer?
Yes, sir.
But we are not in that situation कि जैसे उन्होंने चार्जर का क्वेश्चन पूछा था ना कि चार्जर्स नहीं है विलेजेस में. I agree. ट्रक भी तो नहीं है. ट्रक है तो बैंकर नहीं है. बैंकर है तो बैटरी नहीं है. So we will get there eventually. Yep. Are we done? Yes. Cool. Thank you so much. A couple of tough messages for all of you. Do not think that you are the smartest in the room, even if you are. Okay? One day you think you are the smartest in the room, you have missed 100 days of your life. Just putting things to perspective, right? One thing that I can assure all of you is that the decision of coming to IIBM is absolutely right. You are part of that ecosystem which is one of the best in the country right now. The product that goes out of IIEBM has a different credential altogether. All right? It teaches you discipline, it teaches you subjects, know-how, in depth, in detail. And I have many friends at IIBM and I know they put their heart and soul to shine all of you. You guys are raw right now. You will see the change and the difference in the times to come. All by yourself. All you need to do is be aware that what kind of changes are you seeing in yourself, right? Hence, I said self-architect. Be in yourself the most. It is about you. आपके left में, आपके right में, there is somebody who is sitting. But what about your energy? Focus on your energy. खुद से बात किया करो. Right? And let me also tell you, I agree with you. More than the money in the bank account, it is the skill in you that will help you continue make money irrespective whatever happens to your money. Always remember this. Clear? So with that, I'll leave it to you with some thoughts. Thank you so much for being an amazing audience, and I really appreciate the kind of questions that you asked today. I would give you 7.5 on a scale of 1 to 10 on Q&A. Bye guys, thank you.